Hey all, I recently created a bot over the weekend based on this image and wanted to share it. This video compiles all the resources I used to make my bot, and I'll go over some important code snippets for creating a bot and my own code. I started by using this tutorial to quickly set up and register my bot with Discord, as well as generating the files and folders necessary to run the bot. After that, we can start to actually code the bot. Discord bots are written in JavaScript using Discord's own library called discord.js. This library can be very confusing when you're first starting out, so let's cover some important terms and objects. Something you'll be using a lot is a message. The message is sent from a guild member in a text channel in a guild, which is another name for a server. To get more info on the guild member that we sent, we can grab their user object. Their user object has an activity object which displays what a user is doing and is null if they're not doing anything. These are the main objects you'll be using. All of these objects have a lot of properties and functions I didn't mention, but you can find them in discord.js's official documentation. Let's go into my bot's code, which is also in the description, to show some helpful code snippets and how this bot works. Before we get into the main part of the code, we should look at the intents, otherwise called permissions. When I'm just having fun exploring bot capabilities, I'll set this to all, but if I have a specific purpose I want the bot to do, I'll give it the proper intents. You can see here the list of all intents and what they control or allow you to do. This link is also in the description. Discord bots are very event-driven, which means that our bot has to wait for something to happen before it can run some code. We can wait on a lot of different things, but the most common one people wait on is message sent, so you can read when a message is sent and check to see what that is. We can check that message's content by using message.content and then comparing it to what we want. I check message content here to ping and responded with a pong by using message.reply, which is a very handy command. We can also check for multiple things at once by adding 2 bars or 2 ampersands, which stand for or and respectively. In this if statement, I check if my message says hi, hello, or hey, and respond with hello team. Skipping down to what you all clicked on this video for, I'm going to show how the ban system works. Because this bot pings people instead of banning them for playing bad games, we have to set the text channel for the bot to ping in first. The message detect here gives the little variables detect channel and detect guide the respective text channel and server the message is being sent in, and sends a message to confirm that it worked. Now we can go down to the meat of the code. We can detect when a user changes their status. Then we have to make sure the bot has a place to send messages. If it doesn't, the code stops running. If it does, we can start going through every user's status. We can do this by using this bit of code to get a list of all users and then going through each of those members. Then we can make sure we're only looking at real people and not bots. Finally, we can look at the person's activity using this line of code. Member is a single person, presence is their status, activities is an array of everything they're doing, 0 in brackets means we're getting the first item from the list of things they're doing, name is the name of what they're doing, and lowercase replaces the uppercase letters in the string with lowercase letters. Now that that's done, we can check to see if what game they're playing exists in our list of games we defined in the beginning of our file. If they're not playing anything, this will cause an error which is caught by our try-catch loop. Try-catches will safely catch any errors our try code has and go to the code in our catch. We'll cover what the line in our catch means in a second. Now, we finally got the user right where we want them. We have our target, we know they're playing League, and we're going to smite them with a deadly ping. But before we do that, let's think about this rationally for a second. Every time someone goes on or offline, this code will be run and the person will get pinged again. In a server with any amount of users, they'll probably get pinged multiple times in the same game of League. We only want to ping them once to get a good balance of annoying people but not making them leave the server. How would we go about doing that? My solution was to use something called a dictionary. A dictionary can hold many entries, with one key being associated to one value. Each key is unique, and when asking for an entry using a key, you get its associated value back. I used each member as a key, and their activity name in the value. If they're not doing anything, I can simply set the value to not playing in the catch area from earlier. To actually use this to stop pinging people multiple times, we can make sure the current activity is different from whatever they had before by checking them in the dictionary. Finally, if they were doing something else and just got on League, we can ping them. Success. Now let's say, hypothetically, you want to make the bot ban people. And if you're really that evil of a person, you might want to know the command to ban someone would be guide.members.ban user ID. I repeat, the command to ban someone is guide.members.ban user ID. And you could hypothetically put that after the ping so the user gets ghost pinged. But you wouldn't do that because you're not that evil, right?